Right, place value. It says here, write the number 6,570 in words. Okay, so I've literally said it in words there in terms of how I read that out. The reason why I know that is because when I look at numbers, I try to group them into 3 digits, okay? And I obviously start from the right-hand side, okay? That's what we have to do with digits here. So you've got 1, 2, 3 digits, so that they sort of belong together. Okay, because that's your units, that's your tens, that's your hundreds. Okay, so your hundreds, tens, units. And then once we get to that one, we go into the thousands. So we group them into 3, and often I put a comma there. Okay, so I know now this represents my thousands, this represents my hundreds, tens, units. So I'll say 6,570. Okay, now same idea here, bigger number, but group them into 3, so I got 3 digits here, and you can see now these are my hundreds, tens, units, these are my thousands. Now when you look at this here, you know, when you read that, you should see 140, shouldn't you? And that's exactly what we've got. We've got 140, but it represents thousands. So 140 thousand. And then this bit here, of course, hundreds, tens, units, that'll be 205. Okay, same idea here. Group them into 3, comma. That's going to be 201. 201,000. In terms of my hundreds, tens, units, well, I've just got 1 here. It's got 1 unit. So 201,001. Same thing here. Now group them into 3 from the right hand side. So I've got 3 digits there, comma, 3 digits here, comma. So what you'll find now is, as well as hundreds, tens, units, and as well as thousands, you then got millions. This will be 7,458,300. And 2. Okay. Number 5 then. Quite a large number here. So again, going in 3s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's your hundreds, tens, units, thousands, millions. So we've got 12 million. Now, in terms of thousands here, well, you haven't got any sort of hundreds. It's just 58, isn't it? So 58, 12,058,300. Question 6, write the number 6,020 in figures. Okay, so now we go in the opposite way now. So 6,000, so 6, and of course thousands, we have a comma. 20 in figures. Now remember, we need hundreds, tens, units. And if it's just 20, there's no hundreds, 2 tens, and 0 units. So that'll be 6,020. Here we've got 204,000, so that'll be 204,000. So you have a comma, 140 in figures. Okay, and then number 8, write the number 2 million. Okay, 40,000. Now you've got to remember that you need 3 digits, right? So there's no hundreds, there's just 40,000. And 33. Again, you need hundreds, tens, units, so no hundreds, 33. Right, number 9. Write double 500,000 in figures. Now if we think about what 500 is, 500,000. Okay, well that's what it is, isn't it? 500. Okay, 500,000. Now if you remember, if it's 500,000, then you write a comma, isn't it? And then you put your hundreds, tens, units. Now it doesn't mention any hundreds, tens, units here, so we just need to fill them with zeros. If you're going to double it, if you think about it, doubling it, well, if you've got 500, and then you double it. Well, double 500 is 1,000, isn't it? So if you double 500, you can end up with 1,000 here. 1,000. Okay. So you've got 1 and 3 zeros. Of course, your 100 cents unit represented there as well. So 500,000 goes to 1,000, okay, which is in fact is a million, okay. Write in figures the number that is 1/4 of 1 million. Okay, so if we write down 1 million, okay, so there's 1 million, so there's no thousands, there's no 100 cents units. 1/4, now to work out 1/4 of something, you need to divide by 4, don't you? Right? And a really quick way of dividing by 4 is to halve something and halve it again. Okay? So if you halve something, if you halve this, of course, halving 1,000 gives you 500, as we saw earlier. Okay, we had to double earlier, but if we halve it, you're back to 500. If you halve 500, you'd be at 250, won't you? So it's 250,000. Question 11, write half of 700,000 in figures. So again, write down 700,000. Half of 700 is 350. So it'll be 350,000. Question 12, write in figures the number that is 1 less than 20,000. Okay, so 20,000, 1 less means you want to take away 1. Now if you take away 1, right, from this, that means you no longer have 20,000. Okay, you don't have 20 complete thousands. You'll have 19, won't you? If you think about it, you'll have 19 complete thousands. Okay? Because when you're taking 1 away, if you take a 1 away from the last 1,000 there, if you think about it, 1 from 1,000 is 999. Okay? And then question 13, write in figures the number that is 1 less than 1 million. So 1 million, write out. Remember, 1 million is 1,000. Yeah? So if you take 1 away, you will no longer have 1,000. You'll actually have 999,000. Okay? And of the 1,000 that we no longer have, 1 is taken away from it, so you end up with that. 999,999.